Hey there, hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's been a while since we've had any reviews on the channel, and today we've got exactly that kind of review. We're diving into vehicle surveillance systems today. For both commercial and passenger vehicles, this surveillance system is suitable for buses, trucks, and pretty much anything you can think of, as long as you can mount it somewhere. Ta-da, let's pull back the curtain. This is the JOINLGO 4-channel system, designed for installation on mobile vehicles and vehicle fleets. This kit was purchased on Amazon in the United States. I'm now inserting video from Amazon's website where this product was bought. You're now seeing what the product page looks like. It describes what this is: a vehicle surveillance system, 4-channel with 1080p resolution. That's full HD resolution. And it's a complete installation kit and setup for a vehicle surveillance system. So, in this video, we'll talk about the package contents, technical specifications, possible installation options, and maybe the pros and cons. This kit will be installed on a semi-truck. There is a straight truck or a semi-truck. I'll show you what a straight truck and a semi-truck are. A semi-truck is a tractor and trailer. So, we'll be installing this equipment on the tractor, or as we call it, the cab. Alright, let's not beat around the bush. Let's open the box. I've already opened the box. Here's how it looks. Nothing to worry about, nothing's damaged. It's packed securely, and of course made in China. So, let's open the box. Inside the box, we have more boxes. Let's start with the least exciting part, probably. We have a set of cables. Mounting cables. These carry our signals. Video signals and power. The video signal cable is 15 meters long. We also have a 10-meter cable. The cables are 4-pin, waterproof, with bayonet nuts. Everything is made solidly, seriously. Double insulation. By the way, it has an IP68 waterproof rating, not a toy-level IP rating, at least that's what's claimed. And we have another cable, also 10 meters long. That's it for the cables. Let's move on to the boxes. Let's start with this box. What's in this box? In this box, we have a monitor. The monitor is 7 inches with 1080p resolution. It runs on 612 volts, made of course where you'd expect. Now, a smaller box, here's what it looks like. What's in the smaller box? In the smaller box, we have the monitor itself. It's well packed. Shouldn't get damaged during transport. Here's how it looks. And this is what the monitor looks like. The monitor comes with a mounting frame. When you press these clips, the frame pops off. The monitor comes out, and you can secure it. By the way, this system is also used for RVs. To monitor safety, and here is a quality label. This monitor can be mounted on this bracket that comes with it using screws included in the kit, or you can integrate it directly into the vehicle's interior and the vehicle's cabin. Let's set it aside. There's a visor for this monitor to prevent sun glare and reflections, and there's a remote control. It has only buttons to press. No touchscreen. The screen isn't touch-sensitive. It doesn't respond to touch. Everything's classic, old school. Moving on. So, next up, let's start with the big stuff. We'll go with the big box. This is the DVR. The DVR is the main hub, not quite a server, but the central device. The brain, so to speak, the control unit. Here's its model, serial number, made, of course, where you'd expect. Let's open it and take a look. Here we have a 2-year warranty, business cards, and support info. Support responds, but of course it's based in China. They reply with a time delay, but they do respond, and honestly, if a camera is defective or part of the kit is faulty, if something in the kit is defective, they'll send you a replacement. So don't worry. There's an instruction manual, in English of course. It explains how to set it up, how it works, and so on. It describes how to connect everything. Pretty much what I showed you on the Amazon site. You can scan the instructions or videos, if you have even a hint of technical knowledge, you'll figure it out. By the way, installing this equipment takes professionals approximately 4 hours to 3 days, depending. It all depends on how much the client wants to dive in and get hands-on. QR codes are duplicated here. The name is duplicated here. Here's the front face of the DVR. This is the DVR. It's all aluminum. All metal, yes. What makes this system great, compared to other systems, is that it locks with a key. It's not a safe, of course, but still, it protects your data from tampering. There are indicator lights for system operation. And here we have a USB port, an additional USB port. So how does it all connect? What else is in the kit? There's another remote control. Here's how it looks. And here we have the installation kit. Guys, for those who've ever installed a gas system. By the way, I've installed gas systems. Look up here. There'll be a link to how I installed gas on different vehicles. It's really interesting and informative. It's all pretty straightforward. Not too complicated. It's a bit involved, but not too hard. Again, this is a 6-pin connector that comes with an adapter to a 6-pin. This is for power. Then there's a power cable with fuses and a trigger signal from the ignition, the yellow one. Next in the kit, we have a mouse. A mouse to connect to this port, to control the entire system, and additional trigger wires that you can use or not, and of course the key. Let's see, what's hiding behind this wonderful door? Click, we opened it. Whoa, here are the ports. For 2 SD cards, a port for a SIM card. It's there, but it's not active. There are different systems from this manufacturer with GPS, with Wi-Fi, real-time vehicle tracking systems, and so on and so forth. They're much more expensive. 2 or 3 times more expensive. I'll now insert a video from Amazon with screenshots, somewhere around here, showing how much different systems cost. By the way, there's a system with 6 cameras, and one with 8 cameras. There are different camera configurations. This is the basic kit, designed to work and protect the vehicle from so-called bad actors who try to cut you off and then extort money through insurance companies from honest carriers. All right, let's move on. In the box, we have 2 small boxes and 2 more small boxes. So, the cameras themselves. We have 4 camera boxes. Let's start with this one. So, this is a camera. This camera, model 2.8 mm. 2.8 meter blah blah blah. This model, you can Google it later if you're curious. So, the camera comes with instructions to wrap the connections after assembly of the system with electrical tape. It's all metal, well coated, painted nicely, super interesting. So, this camera is for interior installation in front of the windshield. So, it faces the road. It records in daylight, and I think it has a night vision mode. This camera is installed facing the direction of the vehicle's movement. Next camera. Here we go. This model. So, this camera is installed facing backward. It has about 18 infrared diodes that help record video at night. Next, let's check our next cameras. So, we have 2 cameras left. These 2 cameras are identical, and these 2 are installed on the sides of the vehicle facing backward. The cameras are in a streamlined housing. So, the vehicle moves forward in this direction, and we install one camera like this, the second camera like this. So, the camera here is adjustable. You can set it to face any direction you want, as your heart desires. And in the kit, there's a mounting gasket and screws for installation. This is one camera, and the second is identical. The second one. Here's how they look, the 2 of them. This is how the camera installation simulation looks. So, this camera faces back. Movement direction is forward, left side, right side, and forward. Practically a 360-degree view covered by surveillance. Everything is safe and reliable. Our system is now starting up. We've connected it to the electrical system completely. And here's how our monitor looks. One camera is working. Let's check. We'll test everything now. First one's working, second one. Working, this one's working. And this one is a working camera. So what do we have here? These menu buttons are pretty much useless here. They only adjust brightness, contrast, and so on. We use this remote. We have two remotes in the kit, as I mentioned earlier. One for the monitor, the other for the system. The system connection itself, I don't remember if I showed it or not, but it looks something like this. Here's a VGA port, a video output, then the network cable. Here are the trigger buttons. These are inactive. This is for GPS, 3G, LTE antennas, and for Wi-Fi. And this is power. This is the camera output, and for an additional monitor. Here's where the card and key go. The system won't work until you close the door. This is for the mouse or USB and the system. Operation indicators. Press the menu button. Here are the camera settings. Scroll down. You can see in red at the bottom, labels showing what's what and where. You can also set an extra minute here. Date, time, disk. Currently, there's a 256GB flash drive installed. 2 flash drives fit here, and the system records from 4 cameras. One 256GB flash drive should be enough for about 67 hours. Here you can add vehicle settings, system maintenance, display settings. Arrange it nicely. Color settings, playback, and so on. Basically, a wide range of settings. By the way, the Chinese didn't do everything perfectly. Not everything is well thought out, because many functions lack descriptions. But you can play around with the settings and figure it out. And here's the vehicle moving. Everything's clear. This records forward, this backward. The screen might glitch a bit, but the video itself records smoothly. Let's take a look. I'll record all this, transfer it to the computer, and show you how this video is recorded. How it all works in real time. Now, let's move to computer, so we switch to the personal computer. Download this app, there's a link for it. Open the app and select the source from which we'll view our videos. Here are all 4 cameras. You can sort videos by time and so on. You can go to the Video tab in those options to monitor the surveillance system. Here you'd see a world map and location tracking, specific road tracking, where the vehicle was driving, and so on. But we're interested in our video. So, in this app, we can view videos. Press a button and watch a video we like or all 4 at once. But here, we can specifically watch all 4 at the same time. Here's how we moved, how we drove the camera. There's no autofocus. Well, what did we expect? For this price? Here, we can convert the file to MP4 or other formats. Set it up how we want and watch the video on the computer, and then you can open the entire footage separately. Convert it to the computer and watch each camera's file individually. We downloaded it to the computer and can watch each camera separately. And that's it. Here's how it looks. So, what conclusions can we draw about this system? Well, the system works. It works, and it's not outrageously expensive. But it works. The biggest advantage of this camera is that it does its job. And it'll partially deter bad actors from your vehicle. By the way, the camera's field of view is about 170 degrees. In principle, the quality matches the price. You get what you pay for. You get a system with 4 cameras at 1920 x 1080 resolution. You get a 360-degree view. You get a visible surveillance system. Bad actors will see that your vehicle is surrounded by cameras, and they'll think twice before approaching your vehicle. So, our clients made their choice, and I think it's a good, reasonable choice. Sensible. Spending more money. Makes sense, of course. If you have a lot of money and are ready to pay for subscriptions. Ready to pay on an ongoing basis, not a one-time fee. If you're ready to pay a lot up front, that's your choice. If you're ready for a modest Chinese option, then this is basically for you. You get what you pay for. And with that, I'll wrap up my review. I hope the video was clear and informative, and so on. Maybe we'll release a video showing how we installed this system, how it works in real time. That's it for this video. Thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks to those who watched to the end. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, don't forget to comment. Take care, bye-bye, stay safe.
Здравствуйте, ребята. Блядь. Называется этот товар JOINLGO и с DVR и с базовой станцией, которая...
The only thing is, the Chinese are misleading us. Here we can see the video is indeed 1920 x 1080, but the frame rate is 2099. You'd need to tweak the settings, I hope, to get more. Or 2074 here, even 1734. It might be a mistake, or maybe not. We'll see. We'll play with the unclear menu settings, and then draw conclusions.